everybody, so the last time we were in Wainuiomata was just a few days after the old countdown closed and the new countdown opened. So what's it all looking like now? Well, I can tell you it's a lot different because look, right there is where the original countdown once stood. It is completely gone. Just a complete patch of ground, you know. I mean, looking at it now, it's so gone that if you didn't know that there used to be a supermarket there, you wouldn't have said that it was a supermarket. You'd have just said that it was part of the car park they've ripped up. Somebody over there is having a good time singing out loud. But look at that. You can see there just the last surviving bits of the shopping centre now. Probably from an angle that they haven't been seen from since they were first built. You can see there what's left of the old former warehouse store there, and that's pretty much the only surviving bit. Those are, I think there's a little bit more demolition work to do over there. There's a few more bits to be knocked down, but otherwise this is more or less it now. I think some of those parts over there are going to be kept and renovated. As I said, we'll go round that way in a minute and take a look. But wow, the old countdown is now completely gone. Just the new one over there. If you want to see what the new countdown looks like, check out my last Wainuiomata redevelopment video. It's all covered in that video. But anyway, let's go and take a look over there. So background here by the McDonald's, and which I can definitely smell, and the old warehouse store. Not a lot is too different around here, although you can now see more of the hills in the background now that the old countdown has gone. What I have noticed is different though is that this sign has now appeared on here. For lease, new retail commercial opportunity. I believe that there is what they're going to build next to where the old, I believe that's what they're going to build on the land where the old countdown was that they've just demolished. So I believe that building there that you can see in what looks like a two-storey building is going to replace it, I think. So there's still plenty more work to be done. But the old repeater panel for the fire alarm system is still there, which I find quite amazing. Now, I've said this in my previous videos, and I'll say this again. To the best of my knowledge, this building is not being demolished, and nor is the McDonald's. At least not at this stage. So the mall was built in the 1960s, we know that. But I believe that the warehouse here, the big retail store here, I believe that was added on at a later date. And therefore it's newer and more structurally sound, so I believe they're keeping it. And the McDonald's, as far as I'm aware, is also staying. The McDonald's has stayed open the entire time. But if we come round here though, this is where we really start noticing the change. You can actually see here that not only has the old countdown gone, but the last of the entrances to the shopping centre is also now gone as well. So you can actually see here, look, where this sort of red brick on the concrete carries on up there. And you can see it there, and that there sort of where the concrete stops and it goes over to the brown there would have been the entrance to the shopping centre, and there would have been the doors there. Now, so like I said, that picture that we saw on the billboard over there, I believe is going to be built on this land here, where the old countdown used to be. I believe that is the plan. And I believe that what's going to happen eventually is that this is all just going to be sided off. This is just going to be its own building now. And then I believe what will happen is I think they're going to build a road going straight through down there past the countdown. I'm not 100% sure that's what they're doing. I believe that's what they said was going to be happening on the plans. Obviously, in big projects like this, sometimes plans do change, but I believe the plan is that this will be a road. So where I'm standing right now will at some point in the future most probably be a curb of some kind, and there'll be a road running through and cars. Obviously that's still a long way off. Okay, then I think, so there's not really too much more to see. I think we'll just pop round the back, round the other side over there, just to see if anything has changed round there. I don't think it has, but we'll go and have a look anyway, and then I think that'll probably be it. Okay, so back round this side, and as expected, not a lot has changed, mainly because most of what's going on around here has finished. Now, interestingly, this area here, I wasn't sure whether this was going to be another building or something like that here. For the time being, at least, it appears not. It appears it is just more car parking. There's car parking all around here, a little way in and out there, although it is just sort of on this sort of fairly loose gravel, so I'm not sure if maybe this is just a temporary parking area until that lot's finished, and then they'll do something with this land afterwards, but we will find out. Another one of those signs, for lease signs, has appeared on this side of the building, and you can actually now see right the way through where the old Countdown has been demolished. You can see the canopy there at the Caltex petrol station and some buildings over there. Now obviously that's not going to be permanent because they're going to be building another building on that patch of land over there. So obviously in time that will change and that view will get covered up again, but for the moment at least you can actually see it. There's another look at the billboard there, and particularly that picture there. You can have a look at some of these other pictures as well. That looks more like an industrial unit there. So you can see there where they've clearly got quite a lot of redevelopment still to go. Down there the old fire panel's still in use. I'm wondering if they've crossed any more zones off. But yeah. So I think we talked about this the last time we came down here. So all of those zones T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L have all been demolished. A, B, C, D, E, F and G, they're all still there because they make up this building and the McDonald's. And last time we were here, H, I, J and K were also still there because they made up the Countdown supermarket, but those have now been demolished. So it's only A, B, C, D, E, F and G that still survive, and they are, and I believe those will be the last bits to survive. Well, they will probably survive permanently at this stage. So, not really a lot else to see in this area. And if we come round this way a bit more, you can just see the big green wall for construction around here. Interestingly, it looks to me, I think this building has actually been painted a different shade of red. I think they did that years ago. You actually see where they've put this in. They're actually getting this all properly cladded off now because this is going to be permanent. So they need to obviously get this looking nice and not just look like an exposed wall. I think this bit would have been done anyway when they demolished the old bit and before this road opens, but they're getting that all cladded off now. And you can actually see even on here, look, you can see where the new parts are a slightly darker shade of red than the old parts. The building, this bit of the building of course painted red because the retail store that used to occupy this space, the warehouse, or their logo and their brand is red. I say that because I have a number of viewers of my channel from outside of New Zealand, so I just thought I would mention that. And you can actually see here, look, on the side of this building here, where it's just a flat, exposed concrete wall, where the shopping centre used to butt up right against it and be connected, as it were. now that the shopping centre's gone, you can't see that anymore. With the bits that have been demolished there, they've actually done up that wall on the back of the Tuatahi Centre there. Now this building, I'd say, now nothing has really happened with this building, because this building got nothing to do with the shopping centre. This is a separate property that they've had plans to do things with for ages, and they've never seemed to come to fruition. I don't know what this building was or what it is supposed to be in the future. It looks like some work has been ongoing. I can see, look like ceiling panels. I'm not sure if they've been removed or been installed there. I can see all the electric cables and everything like that. There used to be posters on the doors here that used to show a little outline of what they were planning to do with this building. Those posters, I notice now, have actually now been taken down. But the only bit of the building that's in use is this bit here that's got an MP office, fire alarm panel. And as you can see, this one's maintained by Engie, and that's a clue that this is not part of the shopping centre, because it's a totally different contractor. The shopping centre was kind of complicated because they were with Life Safety Services, and then Life Safety Services, I think they like went bust or went broke or something. At least that's what I got told. And Fire Security Services have taken over all their maintenance, and that's why over there, next to that fire panel by the sprinkler inlet, is a Fire Security Services maintenance sticker. Aotea Group got the contract to install all the new equipment, but I believe all of this new property is actually owned by Countdown, or at least owned by Countdown's owners, and not the group of people who used to own the shopping centre. I believe Countdown bought the whole property, and most Countdown properties use Chubb, so I'm guessing at some point in time probably Chubb will come along eventually and put stickers on all of these. Anyway, that's not important really. Me rambling about fire alarms, not really important. But that's pretty much it for this Wainuiomata update. I just thought I'd come over here today and see what was going on, see what's happened, because I knew that the old Countdown was getting demolished, and I thought we'd come and have a look and see it in its current state and just see what's happened. And hopefully we can come back again in a few months' time maybe, and we'll see what progress has been made. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.